Hello, I'm Subina Shami, Director of Cuisine Machine. I'm a busy working mother who likes to serve a healthy family dinner every night, but I don't want to spend an hour cooking it. I have a steamer and a slow cooker, but they do not produce the desired result for recipes that require meat to cook longer than vegetables. I wanted an appliance that would cook just like a chef, an appliance that would do all the work for me. I would just load it, switch it on, and walk away. This gave me the idea of an automated cooking device. The AutoCook automates cooking to such an extent that the cook only has to prep and load all the ingredients. It then introduces ingredients into the cooking bowl, controls temperature, and knows the length of time every ingredient needs to cook before the next one is added. The ingredient containers not only feed the main cooking bowl, they can also act as steamers for vegetables, rice, and steam puddings. So you could cook a main meal and a dessert all at once in the same appliance. The AutoCook is an intelligent appliance that consistently produces gourmet food, just like a chef. The electronic recipe card that comes with the device contains the programmed recipes, so chefs will publish them also in electronic form. Imagine being able to pick up your favorite chef's recipe card and groceries from the supermarket and have the AutoCook cook a perfect meal for you. Now moving on to how it works. This is not intended to be a production model. The aim is to demonstrate proof of concept. I will start by taking you through the components which make up the feed mechanism of the AutoCook. In this case, the mechanism is manually operated, but the basic mechanics are intended to be operated automatically via a programmable device. The valve on its stem is held closed by a magnetic locating device, which is conveniently positioned within the non-magnetic stem. If I push the stem through the stem mounting, you will be able to see the holding effect created by the magnetically actuating mechanism, which assures a leak-free connection with the cylinder closure. During cooking, when the device is being heated and becomes pressurized, the valve head remains closed due not only to the locking mechanisms created by the magnets, but also by the steam pressure being exerted against the valve head. In order to open the ingredient cylinder, the valve stem is pushed down slightly, which allows steam from the cooking chamber to pass through the pressure grooves in the valve retainer and into the cylinder, thereby equalizing the pressure inside the ingredient cylinder with the cooking chamber. This eases the opening of the valve heads further, enabling the ingredients to fall out into the cooking bowl. I will now attach the valve assembly to the cylinder by pushing the valve stem via the seal assembly at the closed end of the cylinder.
This one.
I will push the valve stem through the cylinder in readiness to connect the valve head after I have filled the container. To ensure that the diameter and hence the volume of the cylinders was adequate enough, a large American pressure cooker body was selected. The base was not altered and is standard. The lid has been extensively altered to accommodate several storage containers of varying sizes. The containers were implanted through the structure. This was considered the most economical way to demonstrate the cooking system. It is envisaged that the containers would be injection molded and would be made of slippery plastic material such as reinforced acetal or PTFE. Alternatively, aluminium pressure casting coated with Teflon. Containers would be dome-like with surface relief at the closed end, unlike the angular form as in the present working model. The sides would be provided with a defined release angle. This would ensure that ingredients would release as required. As the cooking is done in a sealed container, it is important that the ingredients are able to be stirred or mixed. It is envisaged that the production model would have several types of stirrers depending upon the recipe being prepared. For instance, the present design of this stirrer ensures a gentle mixing action so as not to damage the cooking ingredients. In its present form, the stirrer is hand-powered. A small part of the ingredient container encroaches into the steam area of the cooking chamber. This is undesirable as it receives unwanted heat. A prescribed design will avoid this configuration with the container ends being flush with the lid. It is intended that steam would be generated from the freestanding cooker's own onboard system. During the construction of this working model, it has been necessary to provide additional features to maintain the working principles. It is envisaged that the shelf product would not be this tall and the containers would also be shallower with a larger diameter. The inner cooking vessel would be flush with the top of the pressure vessel to avoid spillages of ingredients as they drop into the cooking bowl. The ingredients are loaded by spooning into the cylinders. Now we have primed the delivery head, we can replace the valve heads by simply pushing them onto the shafts where they are held magnetically. We at Cuisine Machine have given you a taste of the vision of flavor cooking Similar techniques of sous vide cooking are becoming fashionable in the restaurant world. Our process is similar in that the cooking process is carried out in a closed atmosphere. At the present time, we are operating a wet process. It is envisaged that we will introduce a dry heat process to complement or replace the wet steam process. This could easily take the form of a dry pressure oven, dry pressure grill, or dry pressure fryer. All these may be individual or processes or combined methods. The difference with the Cuisine machine version is in the possible control of the introduction of ingredients during the cooking process. Thank you for watching.